welcome back to the channel. Is Solayer the next 100x gem on the Solana chain? Well, that's what we're going to talk about in this video. And in fact, I want to say this. Many of you that are subscribed to my channel have reached out and said, look, we need your expertise on this project. You know, it hasn't been performing. I want to know, is it going to recover? Is price going to go up? If it is, how high could it go up? And that's why I'm creating this video for all of you guys today. So make sure you watch it until the very end. Now, the first thing we need to understand is why all these red candles. You can see that the cryptocurrency market, altcoin market, has been going up for the month, but yet Solayer has been going down. Why is this? Well, number one, token unlock fears, right? People sold before the 11th, anticipating that a lot of coins will be dumped onto the market, etc. And that's a result of this sell-off. Not only that, well activity and alleged market manipulation. And when you add in thin liquidity and leverage, it's a recipe for disaster. And price is actually down over 40% so far for the month, and currently down 68% from its all-time highs of $3.40. Now, if you're watching this video for the first time, this is actually a massive opportunity because the market cap is at $224 million. And if this is going to be a gem that does not only survive, but thrives, then there's a lot of money to be made here. So you're in the right place at the right time. But the question is, are we actually going to see that price recovery? Now, the first thing that's needed is confidence, right? We need confidence in order to see aggressive buying pressure, because we're at a pivotal stage in the market where investors and traders need gains. Anybody buying any cryptocurrency project in the market right now, they're looking for at least a 2x. Now, the good news is from the current lows, $1, back to all-time highs of $3.40, we are looking at a 226 percentage point gain. Now, the good news is this project ticks that box. But the question is, how likely are we going to see price recover? And this is the magic question, because is price actually going to recover? Now, I personally, if I was somebody that's already holding this project, or I was somebody that's looking for entries in this project, I would probably wait things out, or I would buy now, wait until at least the next week or two and see if price starts to go up. If it doesn't go up within the next week or within the next 2 weeks, especially as the overall cryptocurrency market starts to go up, I probably would abandon ship. Why? Because the last thing you want to happen is to be holding this project when the market top eventually does occur. But that's where all altcoins, etc. sell off. What do you think will happen then? Well, we'll see a further sell off on Solayer, right? And that could be a 50% sell off, that could be 30% sell off, etc. So this project needs to prove itself in the short term. But the good news is, if it does play out, if it does catch traction, I don't think it's going to achieve 100x in the short term, but it could, in my opinion, after doing research on this project, and I am going to do a second video going through the fundamentals of this project, so make sure you subscribe if you want access to that, right? Make sure you subscribe. But I do think it can 10x, right? Which really is not that much of a big deal when you look at the project and the potential of the project. That's only a $2.2 billion market cap, which brings price to around $10 to $11. And for a project like this, that's actually not a major market move, right? And of course, a 10x is still a decent percentage gain. For perspective, $1,000 right now, if price 10x, makes you over $9,000 profit, right? And remember, you can't go broke making a profit. So the good news is, short term, there's a massive opportunity here. If this is the reversal point, pretty much everybody buying this right now captures the lows, which means you don't end up in a red, you end up in the green. And if you wanted to, you could even take profit once price goes back up to all-time highs if you wanted. And that's the position you want to be in. Now, just to answer more questions, because some of you are in this project maybe at the top and you're saying to yourself, should I exit the project, right? I'm down 68%, or let's just have a look from a high. Let's just assume you bought at the very high. There you go, you're down 68%. Should I abandon ship? Now, if I'm honest, based on the community, based on the updates I've seen, I actually wouldn't abandon ship right now, if I'm honest. I would either look for a dollar cost average opportunity if price action starts to play out. So for example, if price maybe goes back up to $1.20 or so, I might look for a dollar cost average Y to average out my position that I bought in at the peak, right? But if price doesn't perform, if price doesn't play out, then I just exit my position and move on. That's what I would personally be doing. But the question that you have to ask yourself is, are you actually going to execute on this, right? Because if price doesn't perform and you're still holding, even knowing that price may not actually bounce back, well, guess what? Not only are you going to be down, so opportunity cost, which means the money that you have in this project, you can move to another project, but you actually run the risk of seeing price go down a lot lower. So ultimately, to conclude this video, yes, this project does have room to 10x in the short term. Who knows, potentially even scale beyond 10, $20 billion. But as it stands right now, there's a lot of questions that need to be answered from the team and obviously from a price action perspective. But from where I'm looking, if you're watching this video for the first time, it's kind of a win-win scenario if you know what you're doing, right? So make sure you subscribe for my next layer video. I'll get more technical and obviously get into the fundamentals a bit more. But for those of you that did message me about this project, I wouldn't be concerned just yet. I'd probably have to see how price performs by the end of next week or so, or by the end of the month. But that's it for now, guys. Until the next update, make sure you understand nothing that you've seen in this video is financial advice. Make sure you join my free Telegram group below. I've got a video in there that shows you how to make 100,000 in 1 month and 16 days, completely free of charge. And I also give out free projects in there. So for example, I gave out a meme coin that's up over 300% from the low buy entry. And as always, guys, make sure to subscribe. Until the next update, seize the day.